Hello, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Super J Business Hour. My name is Super J Business. Sorry I've been away for so long. Thanks for staying tuned. I'm still getting emails. I'm still getting contacted by friends and family. And all of you out there are still adding me as contacts. And you know what? This is subscriber support. The more you subscribe, the more it motivates me to get this message out. It's been very hard with work and all my legal situations and everything else going on to try to get here and do this every day. I have stacks of newspapers piling up against the windows and of information that I'm just not able to get to these shows with such a hectic life right now. But I just couldn't stop today because I keep looking at these newspapers and I see they're getting more and more broad about the information they're putting out there, which actually scares me. For a guy like me, I can read right through the lines of this these newspaper, this theater. You know, it's all theater and it's all lies. But sometimes you can weave your way through the lies to see what they're throwing out to you as truth, to prep your mind for the insane things that they do out there in the real world. And some of these newspapers are going back 2-3 weeks now to the beginning of January. We tried to do a show and it wouldn't upload, and I was really not happy. But let's just jump right into some of what we do have here, and what's going on. And you know, it just is going to get more and more scary as time goes on. But right away, we'll jump right into the Wall Street Journal. This was from the 7th. This is over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, January 7th to 8th. And first thing you're going to see is about Romney, New Hampshire. All about Romney. You got to vote Ron Paul, folks. I mean, and then you look at the very bottom of the thing, and he says, on the stump, the Patriot Act on steroids and a pledge of allegiance to the GOP. I mean, I use their own words, folks. Here it is. The Patriot Act on steroids, yeah. That's going to be gun grabbing, carbon taxing. You will have no money, and you'll be broke. They'll take every dollar you have, and they'll take your weapons, and they'll take everything, and then it's all over with. And you jump to the New York Times, which we know is the biggest lying newspaper in the world, but right away, what do you see? Front page of January 7th, Saturday, 2012. Tweak and rule, you know, because the president, who is our now a dictator, he can just tweak the rules now. And what does it say? And rule to ease a path to green cards, ending separations of immigrant families. Right on the front page. You know, and I'd like to show you so you can see. Right here. Tweaking rules. And what he's basically saying is if you have family members here and you're an immigrant, it'll make it easier for you to come to the country. Folks, everyone is originally an immigrant at some point in their family line, so everyone's got family in other countries at some point in another line. In other words, open up all the borders. That's what they're saying here. Read through the lines. World currency, world government. They keep talking about it at the G20. Our higher elites keep talking about it. So if they're not busy poisoning us, that's right. There is poison in the tap water. Fluoride, you know, it's all true, folks. I mean, I do this research, and it blows my mind to see that they're getting away with this. And if you've been listening to Alex Jones or you've been listening to the news lately, you'll see that New Jersey is trying to pass a law where they automatically fluoridate the water. Yes, folks, that's true. They're going to fluoridate the water. Now, you have some victories last year in 2011 down in Florida where over 100,000 residents of certain towns fought to get the fluoride taken out of their water. Well, now they're hitting back by saying, well, now the fluoride has to be in the water. And I live in the state of Pennsylvania where we're already being fluoridated. I go and get well water. Well, here's the news now. They want to go after well water now. If you are a person that decides to go to a place where you can get well water, now they say the FDA is saying they have to come in and put fluoride in the well water as well because they want to keep poisoning us, folks. They want to make us docile. Do your homework, folks. They were putting fluoride in the water in Nazi Germany in the concentration camps to make people docile, dumb them down, you know, and let's just be realistic. Let's take the shirt off, folks. Let's read you some facts here. I mean, this stuff gets me amped up. Let's be realistic. We're being poisoned. It's time to stop saying conspiracy theorists and, you know, it doesn't exist. Fluoride, what is it? Let's read, folks. Let's read it. You ready? Fluoride is an industrial waste added to the drinking water by our government for the purpose of medication. It is more toxic than lead, the active ingredients in many pesticides, and it is links to an increase in bone cancer, brain damage, and lower IQs. That's right, brought to you by your local U.S. government, and it's just disgusting, folks. And then we tell you that they have troops over in Afghanistan and Iraq. Why? To steal the oil, steal the gold, and to do what? grow drugs. That's right, folks. It's the U.S. government. They bring the drugs in, they sell them and make millions and billions of dollars, and then they arrest you and put you in jail and make millions and billions of more dollars. And if you didn't believe me, well, then you can just go to the New York Times for Monday, January 2nd and read about in Afghanistan, poppy growing proves resilient. Yep, that's right, folks. They even put it right in your face. They have our troops and army guarding all the poppy fields. And in case you were wondering, they actually had the poppy fields down to only 20%, 10%. And when the U.S. government got into Afghanistan, it went up to 80%. That's right, folks. The growing of opium and opiate plants went up 80% when the U.S. government got there. We are guarding it. We are growing it. We are shipping it on U.S. planes back to America. And they keep saying, oh, by mistake. We didn't know. Oops, oops, oops. Come on, folks. Iran-Contra was the icing on the cake. Bill Clinton's been selling drugs. Bush had his hands in drugs. This all goes back to drugs, drugs, drugs. We got Fast and Furious, Operation Fast and Furious. Look it up. They were sending guns down and shipping drugs back. And then no one goes to jail. It's all, they're just can do whatever the hell they want. But you know what? Then you look at this. And this is from Saturday, Sunday, January 7th to the 8th. And this would be the Wall Street Journal, and it says, terror on trial, leading proceedings against violent extremists and a crucial defense of our civilization, writes William Shawcross, whose father was a prosecutor at Nuremberg. That's right, you presidents and all you politicians, you better get ready, because one day you will get yours. And expect to hear a lot about Nuremberg in the months ahead. The war crimes trials of leading Nazis begun in the German city in 1945 will form an important subtext as we approach the trial of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and he supposedly is the mastermind of 9/11. The mastermind of 9/11 is the CIA, the FBI, George Bush, Donald Rumsfeld, Dick Cheney, the Saudi Arabians, and everyone else who decided to fly those two planes into the building. Problem, reaction, solution. That's right, folks. The problem was they want to take your rights. They want to turn you into slaves. They fly two planes into two buildings. The reaction is everyone panics. Then they pass the Patriot Act. They pass all these other laws. They take every liberty you have. You cannot give liberty to receive security. Otherwise, you will receive neither. It's been quoted by all our founding fathers. And let's just jump right in, folks. The only chance we have to save this country is Ron Paul. You know, Tuesday, January 10th, New York Times. There's a Ron Paul fan waiting. We got to get this guy's founding father material. I encourage everyone to please go to my channel. I have beautiful playlists. I have two different playlists on Ron Paul. One is called Dr. Ron Paul 2012. One is Founding Father Material Ron Paul. Check them out. Go to my favorites. There's over 650-something favorites. Videos, some are only 1 or 2 minutes. Some are full-length documentaries. I have a movie section of playlists where there's great documentaries. Even if you don't enjoy listening to me or watching my uploads, I encourage you to do the homework. It's all there. The links are attached to it. The information is there. It's not made up. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is there. It is in their own writings on their own government websites telling you, yes, you're being poisoned. Aspartame is owned by Donald Rumsfeld. It is a microbiological organism that defecates, yes, feces, and they use that to make artificial sweetener, and they get you addicted to it and it kills you. Please pay attention. Diet Coke, all these products, I mean, it's really, really bad. And again, the administration said it would make it easier for illegal immigrants who are related to U.S. citizens to seek legal residency, and it's disgusting, you know. And then you got a guy like Ron Paul, he wants to fight all this stuff, you know. He's on the front page here, which I was surprised, and it's just, it's mind-numbing. Why does Ron Paul matter? Ron Paul matters because he is the only one that will fight against this insanity. And again, let's go to the pharmaceutical drugs. These companies are not there to make you better, folks. Let's think about this real sensical. They're the smartest people in the world. They probably have the cure to cancer, AIDS, and everything else. But if they give it to you, how will they continue to make money? They continue to make money by coming out with more and more drugs and selling to you at higher and higher costs and giving you more and more diseases. So if you're sick, they make more money. If they heal you, they don't make more money. Do you think they want to make more money, or do you think they want to just heal you and never make money again? Of course, folks, and that's why you're going to get articles that say, women say drug caused cancer. That's right. Lawsuit alleges that 14 drug manufacturers withheld reports raising questions about safety of DES, which was once thought to prevent miscarriages. Yeah, that's right, folks. And this is the stuff that just leaks out. This is the little bit that leaks out into it, you know. And then they're talking about Iran nuclear program goes underground. That's at the bottom. And they're just setting you up for the war that they're going to start. That's right. They're going to start World War III. World War III, folks. That's right. Pay attention, because Iran is hooked up with Russia. Right? Iran is hooked up with China and all these other countries, and they are not going to lay down. These people have nuclear weapons, and they are tired of America's nonsense. You think Ron Paul doesn't care about this country? He cares about it enough to say, let's not start any more wars. Do you think that if somebody came over here and so much is lit off a firecracker the wrong way, we wouldn't hesitate to go over and blow them up? Well, then how do you think they feel when we're continually raping, robbing, and pillaging their countries, blowing them up, stealing their oil? I understand that for years people out there have had only the mainstream media to look at and newspapers, but you've been lied to, folks. It's a sham, a hoax. You've been bamboozled. It's time to wake up. It's time to turn off the TV, the dummy box, which has been shown that the flicker rate puts you in an alpha state where you're asleep. You're a zombie. And you just listen to what you're told, and you say, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's not true. Ron Paul has been the winner in most of the states. I would say maybe not Florida, but the other states, he was a winner. I mean, he had it. And they're not going to let you know that, folks. They're going to lie to you like they always do. They're going to rig the campaigns. You have presidents that have said and made jokes. Even Roosevelt said, you don't elect the president. They get handpicked by the global elite, and they're put in. You think they give you the illusion that you're voting in your president. You're not voting it in. They know who they want to go, and they put him in. But you think they're going to let Gingrich in? They see that Gingrich, and I hate the guy, and he's a globalist, carbon tax, and gun grabber, and he's a flip-flopper. But the thing is, I think he would maybe try to be a decent president. It makes no sense to vote any of them. And you got Ron Paul, 30 years, congressional, everything. The guy is a founding father material. But I'm just saying that they want Romney because Romney wrote Obamacare. Romney will take your guns. Romney will give you carbon taxes. He'll raise the taxes, and he will destroy the rest of this country. He's last in line to destroy this country. Or we'll just keep Obama in to do it. And this is a big joke. And let's just jump, while we're on searching for side effects, the FDA, let's jump to the Wall Street Journal from right here. That's right, folks. Tuesday, January 31st from yesterday. Bang. Searching for side effects. And the whole article is all about drugs. And look at that. Yeah, that's right. A new target in fighting brain disease, metals. That's right. They're finally, first they tell you metals are good for kids, then they tell you that it's horrible for you. Listen, folks, it says achy, dizzy, tired. Maybe a prescription is making you sick. You're taking a new medication to have dry mouth and feel dizzy. Want to know how many other people have reported these side effects and how your drug compares with similar drugs? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has millions of such adverse effect reports. Folks, they're poisoning you with these medications. They're poisoning you in your water. They're putting aspartame. Look up aspartame. Look at the report. Alex Jones and Infowars.com Nightly News last night did a wonderful, that would have been Tuesday, January 31st. Awesome, little piece that they did on aspartame and how disgusting it is and what it's doing to you. They are trying to kill us. They're dumbing us down. The public education system is a disgrace, and the kids are just zombies at this point. I look at these kids, and I'm only 33 years old, and I remember a time when kids were bright and shiny stars that wanted to think and learn. These people, I talk to them, they're mongoloids. I'm sorry to say. No one knows what's going on here, folks, and people are asleep. I get this information out, and they either look at you like you're crazy or you're a conspiracy theorist. And if you're not talking about an Eagles or a Giants football game, they don't want to hear about it. They'll literally kill each other over a football game. You bring up the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, freedom, they don't want to talk about it. They walk away. And I'm telling you, forget about it. It's no good, folks. It's no good. We have got to get together. We have got to stick together, and we have got to take the power back. My name is Super J Business. This has been another edition of Super J Business Hour. I love everybody out there. Peace in the Middle East. Peace in America. Peace everywhere. Vote Ron Paul, Dr. Ron Paul for 2012. Do the homework, do the research, and you will find that this man is founding father material. Please subscribe to the channel. Please look at my favorites list. Please look at my playlist. Spread the word. Send these videos to everybody you know. Send all the videos of my favorites to everybody you know. And let's take the power back. Let's save the republic. Let's take our country back. Let's help our kids and grandkids to have a beautiful country to grow up in like us. God bless. Peace out. We'll be back next time.